I'm so not sure. Again, even though my mom made sure that my phone had a lot of memory, but it was taken over by Wi-Fi, said I couldn't make Wi-Fi calls. And then they took over I got a Betsy McGreen email the day that I called the attorney when that girl was outside. Like, what incident at school? Like, the schools aren't even fucking open. And people aren't using their fucking brains. Um, okay, so I'm curious as to why my children are literally given to these dangerous people. Like, I don't know which Christopher Fanoff you gave my child to. You may have given my child to the fucking pedophile, you dumbass bitch. Like, for fucking real. You needed to give my children to me. That's the problem, because if my children are with the pedophile brother, I'm never going to be okay with what the fuck you did. Ever, 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 ever. They're not, or you got the pedophile, the one that wasn't the pedophile, fucking hurt. Like, where the fuck are my kids? And then you're actually talking to Melanie Jermiron, who, how the fuck would she even know anything about where my children were if they weren't legally fucking taken? And she was at the hospital that day that Quinn was born with Lexus. And she went over to the NICU while I had to sit in another room. And then she's telling people, like, she told people that I stole her car. Like, they let me use the vehicle and it was never fucking crashed. She's a fucking sociopath, fucking pathological fucking liar. Like, you're talking to my sister Naomi, who really should have done fucking time for having me arrested by imposter police and taking my children illegally, misleading me. Melanie, who really, really has tried to fucking kill me and was locked away in a mental hospital and has been manic for over a fucking year. And you guys are so hell-bent on putting me away. Why? So you can continue to hurt children and put them in danger? And now what the fuck is this whole thing about them testing orgasms in fucking children? Like, where the fuck are my kids? My children have never been put up for adoption and they were never legally taken. Meaning, if you are not my mother and father and you have been seen with any of my fucking children, you are a sick fuck who kidnapped them. Like, a sick fuck is what you don't understand. And again, they cut that bracelet off me when I left that hospital in fucking Portland and left me fucking overdosing because all the nurse kept saying was, we'll just give you more fentanyl. We'll just give you more fentanyl. We'll just give you more fentanyl. And methylphenidate is fucking Ritalin, bitches.